collective work responsibility. I'm trying to kick some knowledge, so listen to me. See, we are a community that does help ODs for all of our sisters and brothers' needs. And many people will be better than one, so let's all unite and get the work done, such as joining hands and working on a master plan, so all the people of the motherland will understand to be more collective and responsible than the white man, cause I refuse to lose my faith and mentality. A strong black woman is what I plan to be, and I think I'm gonna make it, you see, cause all I need is God, Ujima and me, Ujima and me, Ujima and me, Ujima and me, cause all I need is God, Ujima and me, Ujima and me, Ujima and me, Ujima and me, cause all I need is God. Ujima, our teams are killing each other, you know it's crazy. Some of the things they do doesn't seem to amaze me. I just sit back, relax, and watch and observe. Our people are dying, so we need to emerge. Emerging the fact that you're black. I'm a Nubian sister, so step the hell back. Knowledge, I'm trying to break it down to you. And everything you do selling crack, it ain't cool. I come from a genius, so a genius I am. I can create, motivate, and even educate. For the ones who try to make me back into a slave. Check it out, Uncle Tom, then was a bad old day. And if you wanna argue and act really dumb, you keep this stuff up and we ain't gonna never overcome. Dr. King didn't die for nothing, I suppose. So let's keep his dream alive, cause that's what he would've chose. And let's come together so his dream can last forever and ever. In the process of that, we can all be free. And all we need is God, Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Cause all we need is God, Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Cause all we need is God. Ujima with Ujima. We need to come together so all of our black people can last forever and ever. Do you hear what I'm saying? You better wake up and stop the game playing and learn our story and keep learning and learning until we headed for the glory. And after that we can all be free. And all we needed was God, Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Ujima and me. Cause all we need is God, Ujima and me. Ujima and me, Ujima and me, Ujima and me, cause all we need is God, Ujima and me.
Spirituality supports reality. Spirituality supports reality. Spirituality supports reality. Spirituality.
A genius. My ancestors were geniuses.
I
My
love this
ancestors
commercial.
have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things.
Man, I love this
All
commercial.
my thoughts, choices, and
Anyway,
deeds
family, we
must
gonna be toasting and
express
talking
my
right now.
geniusness.
Give y'all time to watch the game, so come on in. Chill with your brother.
I'm
Hatir.
a genius.
Let's go and toast up
My
these
decisions
ancestors,
must
had a
always be in the best
conversation.
interest of myself,
Subject,
my family, my people,
hashtag,
and my God.
blame
Only
black
then will
men.
I and everyone I know
It's
know
your
that I'm a
fault.
genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people.
Hashtag, blame black men.
Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us.
right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical
Drink your water.
to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
All right, it's time for the Toast family. Come on out. Let's get it.
Trying to be right.
Daily Toast. Morning. Media G&J Media. We are doing the daily.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water.
Simply
pour some water. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors.
Toast.
Raise your glass and toast your
Let's
ancestors.
toast.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. All right, family. All right. I want to welcome you in. This is Brother Hot Tim coming to you live. Once again, I want to remind you right now that you are standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. Yes, it does. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know it is a Heart of a Simple production. But we strive to blow up your own paradigms. Whoa! All right, cool. Now, I'm running crazy late today. I got a story for that. But anyway, before I get into that, the provincial government of the Republic of New Africa is having a 2020 national and local elections. Poll location will be at 1270 Brighton Road, across the street from Kwanzaa Park. Yesterday it was 12 to 5. Today and tomorrow it's from 10 to 4 p.m. I was supposed to get on a little bit earlier, but man, I ain't gonna say the name yet because I was giving instruction wait, but somebody dropped a song on me that was so hot this morning, it just took away the rest of my day. But then also I was listening to some videos and stuff, and it's like a whole new world was opened up for me. And then I ran into this shit. The hashtag blame black men. Hashtag, can you believe that shit? Hashtag blame black men. Okay. I mean, shit. We done, what the hell? What's one more burden? What's one more burden? Go and blame us. Go and blame us. We're going to talk about this. I already opened. The lines are already open. Because, like I said, family, we got to talk about this shit. Because we keep running into the same thing. Whether we're talking Republicans, whether we're talking Democrats, whether we're talking feminists, whether we're talking socialists, whether we're talking economic, whatever we're talking about, the first strategy that is always used against us is the world famous DAC. DAC, divide and conquer. I'm like, God damn, we can't see it yet. I mean, at least some of us can. Right? Divide and conquer. Don't even get involved with the bullshit. But because a lot of people talking about it, and this thing was trending. I can't get a hashtag to trend for shit. Right? This hashtag was trending. Blame black men. And I'm so glad that some of the brothers out there took it in such a intelligent way. I mean, it was like I'm hearing that the bros was coming back on this hashtag with humor rather than anger in a lot of cases, and it was pretty entertaining. But we're gonna talk about a little bit about this. We're gonna pull some other footage from other stuff because I'm finding out that I can use some of this footage that I've been saving videos up for a long time. I mean, I'm like, like my phone is full of them. YouTube that don't like me no more won't let me stream. You know what I'm saying? My libraries are full of different videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of liked videos and I got them categorized in certain areas. And it's like, yo, now I can start using them. And it was a young dude, too, turned me on. I was like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get ready because some other shit about to come. I got to do some more cutting up for the Adventures of Brother Hatim and come up with a new title for a small series that I'm going to be doing as well. But, hey, once again, I want to apologize for what happened on Blunt Talk. For those that was trying to watch Blunt Talk and you couldn't hear the people on the lines, I don't know what that was. You know, how we get down here, shit happens, and we adjust and overcome. We adjust and overcome. So use your imagination in that spot at this point in time. Use your imagination. Imagine you heard what they were saying, goddammit, until we get it right. That's how we got to work it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got to work it. It's not fair. You're right. It's life. You know what I'm saying? This is how we get down here at Gye-Nyame Journey. we're going to make it happen anyway, regardless, right? So I got to mix up some ambrosia. I got to cut some videos. Well, actually, I'm going to have to show Cleve how to mix up the ambrosia. And I'm going to start cutting up on some videos and getting some stuff ready for y'all within the next 2 weeks. And then my car start acting up. Right? All this yesterday the car was cool. I got home, chilled, didn't go nowhere. Said, okay, I'm going to get up. I got up, was about to do my show, and got a text with some music. I said, oh, man. Wow. All right, got somebody talking some real here, right? I want to use it for the show. Can't use it yet. I got to go to the studio. Okay, that's cool. Can't use it yet. He said you can't use it yet, but when he get it done, you can say, all right. So we got some fire coming for you and a couple of other projects that are underway that we're going to be stacking up on Gye-Nyame Journey Media to get it out to you, whether through ebook, whether through e-course. Speaking of e-course, I got to get their Elder Daryl Green stuff together. All right. But anyway, let's go and do this toast, and then we're going to go over and have this conversation. Let's see. We're going to toast with the original. Okay, you had a little, you kind of late in your life to be having a little fight. Now, you ain't got to be showing off for the people. Kind of late, don't you think? Kind of late. But here we go. All right, first giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose, call it Creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that Creator. We lift up our glass and we say the word of power. And that word is shit. All right, from there where we go, fam. It's a simple journey. Y'all know where we go. Ain't nothing complicated about it. Uh-oh, something just went wrong. What happened? Y'all heard that. There's some bullshit cracking on my computer somewhere. I need to find out what was that. Somebody done did something. Your Microsoft account, most likely your I ain't changed shit. All right, but anyway, let's lift up our glass. Let's lift up our glass. And we're going to call on those ancestors. And we say, well, we don't say Ashe yet, so let's do it. Loosen up. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texas, Davis, Herman Brown, C. Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher, Fanny, Gaston, Lean, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Fallar, Montague, Pittman, No More X, Pet Mont, Rob, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, the Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carla Hayes, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling, and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and Alexa Brother, Ms. Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson. Wow, I lost my place. Miss Marie Nelson. Let me start over. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texas, and David Herman Brown, Sr. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texas, and Davis Herman Brown, Sr. Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Penny, Gaston, Lean, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, No More X, Pet Mont, Rob, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofo, Hector Jr., K. J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling, and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, Alexa Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Daniel Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana, Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Del Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, B.D. Said Well, Livy the Farmer, Agoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Jermaine, Shell Harvey, Aunt Jermaine, Agoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Jermaine. We going to the list. The energy is off. I should have did it earlier. But we ain't past Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keisha Larice, Linda Watson Hammond, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Don Mattel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson, Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Els Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilly Monares, Gene and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. That's the first side. We are on the second side. We got William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basigi Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Ines Bostic, and the Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Either Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan. Oh, okay. All right, so now we gotta go to the list. I made it to the end of my gigabytes. Let's see. Wilbur Longmire, the Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan. That's where I stopped. Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Akabuki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt I, Stacey Trotch, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Dana Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Hilker Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Evan Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Ted McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, and Senior, Melly Miller, Halsey Hatstat, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bad Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Mark Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez. Hold on, Lois Fernandez. Lost my spot. Lois Fernandez. Where's that at? Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jack and the Brothers, Reginald Oliver, Bass Reed Kofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, and Shelby McClendon. We move to our second list. And for anybody that might be tuning in and listening right now and want to know how to get your ancestors on the list, it's a very simple process. A very simple process. You can hit us up on our timeline right now if you're listening. Drop it on there. They'll give us a ding and we will write your ancestors down. Or you can very easily, if you would, you could hit us up on gnj.media, sign in, and you can leave it on the front dashboard, or email us or inbox us on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? All right. We own Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cunda, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sally Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., the Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Deshaunda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We got Elijah Warren, Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey. We got Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Towton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Tilar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cofer, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We got Mary Smith, Juanette, Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko, D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reeson, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne, Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallop, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Anley, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Nation Builder Dan Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny, Charles Stevens Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Mabel Haskins, Burdell Woodland, Wilbert Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones. We got Leslie Travis, and we have Charlize Barnes. Family, we lift up our glass and we salute all of our ancestors, and we say, word of power. Ashe. All right, from there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we go. We go to the present moment. We are standing right now in the beautiful moment of Kuumba. We want to give all of the Kuumba babies a round of applause. All right, family, here we go. Here we go. All right, so we are on the day of Kuumba, man. So, family, I'm going to ask you to activate that reticular formation and go out and seek the principle of Kuumba. It's out there waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? It's out there and in here. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Seek out your principles on a daily basis. Today, we are on the principle of Kuumba, and for those who want to understand a little bit more what we're talking about, go on and be sure to check out that e-course. Be sure to check out that e-course, free, gnjecourse.com. That's free, gnjecourse.com. You know, and let us know what you think afterwards. You know what I'm saying? If you want to join the tribe, come on, you know, let's kick it. You know, let's build. But anyway, so for those that don't speak the language, Kuumba means creativity, right? The modic principle that also reigns on the day is order. The color is orange, as you can see by the beautiful orange shirt that I got at the Gye-Nyame store. All you got to do is go to gnj.media, click on the shop button, and boom, it take you right to the store. While we still got it open, you go over to gnj.media. No, you go to gnjmedia.live, and our store is still active over there as well. Then from orange, we got the Hermetic Law, which is cause and effect. We got male name for the day is Kwame, female name Ama. So family, we raise our glass in this moment of creativity, and we lift up our glass high, and we celebrate, right, this moment, because in this moment is our power, and we want to be able to utilize our power, and we want to be able to not only empower our lives, but empower the lives of those that are around us at all times. So we lift up our glass, and we say, from there we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Okay? We lift up our glass, and with that, we say, from the future generation. Well, first off, now I'm not very clear on whether I did it. Sometimes I just black out. So, family, we're going to lift up our glass for our children, our children's children, onto infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, we move to all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. Right now, family, this is for you. This is that selfish toast. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your greatness? I ain't talking about no materialistic shit, right? I ain't talking about what is it that you need. You know what I'm saying? That you need to move forward right now. You know what I'm saying? To become the greatest you. We lift up our glass. We say Ashe. From there, family, we move to that tribe toast. We're going to toast our tribe, our accountability network. You know what I'm saying? Our friends and family network. We're going to salute that tribe. Mine is Gye-Nyame. I'm lifting it up. What's yours? Lift it up proudly. Ashe. Last but not least, family, I want to toast. I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, most outstanding, the bravest individual in the room. I want to lift my glass up to you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, and joy. We lift it up, and we say Ashe. Woo. All right. Nothing like that mature ambrosia. All right, family. All right, let me see. We about to, well, hell, let's just jump right into it. All right, cool. Hold on. Let me get stuff set up for y'all real quick. There we go. All right. All right. Okay. All right, make sure I got everything together. All right, let's do that. All right, lines are open Lines are open. Let me make sure y'all know the number to the black line. Black line number is 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. Now, so if we go, well, first, remember, if you are not a member of Gye-Nyame Journey, it is being fixed as we speak. Brother Dentista already hit me up, let me know that the work and the transfer of the files is going on. So hopefully we will have enough room so that we could go on and kick it as a family. And if not, we're going to tear the motherfucker up again. That's how we do it at Gye-Nyame. We're gonna tear it up till we get it right. That's what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get in there. We're going to work it out, figure out the problems. You know what I'm saying? Come up with some solutions or find somebody with the solution and keep on building until we got our own thing, right? And everything is in one place. And everywhere else will be, everywhere else will be, they'll get it too, but they won't get the freshness that you get when you come over here. You know what I'm saying? They won't get the freshness like the freshness of this t-shirt, this long sleeve t-shirt that I got from the Gye-Nyame store. But the number, once again, is 614-556-4535. The number is 614-556-4535. All right, let's go on over to our Facebook page. They say, we've been on for 42 minutes. All right, here we go. All right, so I pinned Blunt Talk up top for those that didn't have an opportunity to see it. Wow, 365 people reached, 271 engagements. I got to remember to boost that. I ain't even boost that. But they said over the last 28 days, we done reached 12,000 people, 12,630 to be exact. They said that's up 271%. Post engagements, 3,282. That's up 52%. Page likes, 19. That's up 46%. But check this out, family. This is just like the stock market. This is why I call this our stock. It goes up and down. So this is the 28-day. This is what's been going on over the 28 days. But within that 28 days, it could look, I don't want to see all. I don't want y'all to see all my business. Come on back. Come on back now. Come on. Go on, take it back. You want to get it back. Can't let y'all see. Can't let y'all see behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying? Like the Wizard of Oz. So we want it now, but it look all right now. And those numbers for Gye-Nyame is very good. You know what I'm saying? I know for some of y'all that might be out there and some of y'all friends, these are small numbers. Like 19 likes in 28 days. I get 700 a day. Congratulations. We ain't hit that algorithm yet. You know what I'm saying? But we're steadily working towards it as I speak right now. Post engagement. Oh man, that's small. All right, that's cool. But let's go look at the 7 days. But check this out. Watch how different it is in the 7 days. Now, 7 days, they said in this last 7 days, we only had 990 people reached. They said that's down 91%. Post engagements, 818. They said that's 17% down. Page likes in the last 7 days, we had 7. So we're growing, but yet they're saying that the people we reached is down and post engagements are down, which, the numbers are good for us. But now, what is the purpose of the insights on your site, on your Facebook page, right? Sell ads, family, right? So now, I could take all this personal and stuff like that and just go and get an ad, which I do actually need to boost, but I don't want to boost. I'm not going to boost this one because the sound wasn't right on it. So I'm going to wait for maybe one in the future and we will start boosting Blunt Talk. But let's see how we did yesterday. So we did 28 days, 7 days, and now we're going to do yesterday. So, and y'all can do the same thing on your pages, right? So they said yesterday we reached 176 people, down 25%. Post engagement, we only did 84 people. That's what they said. This is what they're saying to a group who has had a page for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And it hasn't made a lot of headway at one specific time. They being like, it's down 14. You had 84 engagements on your page, and it went down 14%. Shit, 84 people? Come on, family, shit. All right, we done through in-person shit where we ain't get 84 people. You know what I'm saying? So you mean 84 people have engaged with content that we creating? Oh, man, let's give them a round of applause. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. See, one of the things I'm trying to turn people on is to the fact that the internet is a valuable place for you to stake your claim and create yourself a stream of income. Create a stream of income for your group. You know what I'm saying? It is actually doable. And we're doing it here at Gye-Nyame Journey, and we can also help you do that as well. But anyway, so page like 0. But you know, in the last 7 days, right? In the last 7 days, we had 7 page likes. You know what I'm saying? You know, we was getting a page like a month. I mean, I just want y'all to understand where we came from, so, and where we moving into. If you have never seen one of Crank Lucas's videos, Crank Lucas is the bomb when it comes to putting these videos together. If you have not checked him out on YouTube, you should actually check him out. And this is a real good one. Somebody posted up. This one is actually 4 years old, and this is him going through the evolution of hip hop. Actually, let's go and check this shit out. Let's check it out. Whoa.
A world, the one who makes me complete, 'cause a love is a dream. I was looking for Crank Lucas. Every morning, every night, on my mind is my girl, the special one who breathes life into my world, the one who makes me complete, 'cause a love is a dream. I was looking for a woman, but I found me a queen. Yo, word, ma, I love how you be holding me down. Might have wanted you a ring, but I gave you a crown. With a shorty like you, how could I ever bounce? You ask if I'm your dude for life, no doubt. Love with your body, I can buy you an apartment, spend all my money on you. It ain't tricking if you got it. Then I'ma take you to an island. I'ma buy you a rocket. I'ma buy you a planet. It ain't tricking if you got it. And I'ma buy you Jesus. I don't love that bitch, but I take your bitch.
Now.
'Cause a nigga rich. Eat the booty like grits.
Now, listen. This is where I like this. I mean, Crank Lucas is one of the most creative individuals on the internet. Now, I want you to see what this brother did, right? Talking about the evolution of hip-hop. And this is why this morning when I received the text message with a song, because every now and then I get kind of frustrated with where we are as people. And I often will be able to go to music to kind of get lifted up. And but then, like I said, I have to go through so much garbage now in order to really get some real shit. And I want you to see where hip hop came from, because now look, let's go back all the way to the beginning, because he got the years on here. I want y'all to check this shit out. Hold on.
Every morning, every night, on my mind
1980.
is my girl, the special one who breathes life into my world, the one who makes me complete, 'cause a love is a dream. I was looking for a woman, but I found me a queen. Yo, word.
Now, 1980s, we was bigging up each other. You know what I'm saying? We was still on some aspirations, but we was being honest about what we want and where we were. All right, now let's move to the 90s.
I love how you be holding me down. Might have wanted you a ring, but I gave you a crown. With a shorty like you, how could I ever bounce? You ask if I'm your dude for life, no doubt. I'm in love.
Now, So in the 90s, we moved to a whole nother level. A little bit raw, a little bit more aspirational, a little bit more clever with the flow and with the lyrics and stuff like that. But we ain't quite, you know what I'm saying? We ain't quite where we. With your body, but here we go, 2000.
I can buy you an apartment, spend all my money on you. It ain't tricking if you got it. Then I'ma take you to an island. I'ma buy you a rocket. I'ma buy you a planet. It ain't tricking if you got it. And I'ma buy you Jesus. I don't love that bitch, but I take.
So it went from all the way aspirational, talking about shit that we don't even have. We moved to a whole nother level, and you can start seeing the changes in the people, because what we don't understand is that artists are the vanguards of the revolution. Vanguards are the first troops that go into battle. They go out first. The vanguards are out there first, and the vanguards set the vanguards, in a sense, set or let you know what's coming at you, right? And our artists in our community have always been the vanguards, and they have always been the ones that gave us the signals, in a sense, from the universe about what's coming. What has the music from our artists been telling us and preparing us for, right? You know what I'm saying? What has it been feeding us, right? So, you know, we seen the whole thing. So I'm gonna get off of that. But yo, Crank Lucas, if you ain't checked him out, please do check him out. Now, here's something else, man. What's the deal with the hashtag blame black men? Now, this is one of my favorite people too. If you have not followed Miss Karen Hunter on YouTube or I think she's on Sirius. As a matter of fact, she does an interview once a week with Brother Gray Carr, and they do Class with Carr, and that shit is hot. But anyway, she had a conversation with Lurie Daniels Favors about this hashtag, and I want to hit parts of the conversation. So I'm gonna play some of it, cut it off, skip, play a little bit more, because I want y'all to hear what Lurie gets into at the end of this conversation. All right? So now bear with it. Bear with me as we run through this, right?
Also, I want to talk about black men today. Hi, Lurie. Hi.
I love black men.
Hi.
I'm married to a lovely one, so this is one of my favorite topics.
Hold on. Some of my best friends are black men.
All right, we're going to skip a little bit.
They don't actually want it dismantled. And when I saw that tweet trending, and she was trending, I said to...
All right, so now...
She said, she tweeted this yesterday.
So she's talking about a writer who wrote about black men not really wanting the patriarchy dismantled, as if we're benefiting off the patriarchy, as if we are in partnership with white men to control and manipulate the world. So when it comes to this hashtag, hold on, let me scoot the hell out the way. When it comes to this hashtag blame black men, right? We have certain realities that we are faced with that oftentimes I think a lot of people miss. Family, it's a lot of stuff that we are missing because a lot of us exist in some bizarro world where black men actually have power. As if we don't exist in a realm of white supremacy. Not saying that they better than us. Just saying that right now they hold all the cards. And what we have is people that are starting arguments and bickering amongst us that we have to address. And these sisters, man, I was, you know, like I said, sometimes I'll be like, I'm gonna give up. All right, fuck it. I ain't toasting, I ain't doing nothing. But then there's other people out there that's fighting. I said, well, damn, if they could get up and put their boots on and do their goddamn thing, I could get up and I could do this. All right, but now check this out.
Today, I've increasingly found that many black men just want better access to patriarchy. They don't actually want it dismantled. And when I saw that tweet.
Now, so she gonna say the woman's name. I don't know the woman's name. I really don't even care. But we want access. We want access, right? I'm just, and the shit like this, right, will get shit like blame black men, hashtag blame black men, fluent all across the internet, because people are very misinformed about our situation, about our true situation. But go ahead, go on, let it go.
Trending, and she was trending. I said to myself, is this helpful? That's the first thing I said. Why is this happening? Why are you doing this? Why now? Why? And why? Was it necessary? So apparently she was having some conversations with somebody and then went to the Twitter sphere. And I'm saying at some point we're going to have Twitter discipline. All things are permissible. All things are not beneficial. This was not beneficial. And here's what it does, because let me just be 100% clear. Black men are important. Black women are important. All black people are important. You know, like it's silly for us to have these conflicts and they're not real. So let me just give you the real. Here's the real. The real.
Now, please listen to this, because this is why I wanted to play this for you, right? So that if some of y'all in our audience starts having beef and stuff like this, because she's going to drop the numbers. Antonio Moore has been dropping the numbers. Other people are dropping the numbers. They're going and getting the data, because at one point in time, earlier in our history, we wasn't able to grab the data like this. But she's about to drop the data. And I just want y'all to really listen to the data that she's about to drop, because we got to stop letting people interfere in our conversations when they don't belong. Because we got individuals that just because they look like us feel they have a right to interject their fuckery into our lives. And we make it okay for them. We make it comfortable for them. And they could do it over and over and again. Like the whole feminist piece, it becomes troublesome because it switches the issue from the race piece to a gender piece. We're having an issue on the race piece. That's the biggest issue that we're facing at this point in time and have been facing. But then we want to segment the struggle into pieces. Like women are by themselves in this motherfucker. Right? And we allow parties to come in and try to separate us. And we can't allow that. But go ahead. She's going to break down the numbers real quick.
The real deal is there's no war between black men and black women. There seems to be on social media a very, very small, minute, very loud faction on both sides doing this thing. Now, is it beneficial? No, it's not. As a matter of fact, it is detrimental to the things that we want to get done. So I don't know what to do about it, Larry Daniel Favors, because these are grown people who do grown people things, and people like these grown people. They like the back and forth and the clap, all of the clapbacks. They love it. It is fodder, but it is destroying us from within, and it's unnecessary, because here's the truth. And so I'm going to do some truth today. Here's the truth. 2016, everybody's blaming black men for.
So now this whole piece, I want y'all to think about this, because all this came out of blaming black men about Hillary Clinton not winning. A lot of this shit, you know what I'm saying? We ain't vote for her, or whatever or blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It's all black men, right? I want you to listen to these numbers because what we have is we don't have a problem between black men and black women. What we have is a problem with West Asian people not being able to take the responsibility for what they do. But here we go. Go ahead, Miss Karen.
With Trump, right? I'm going to give you the actual numbers. Here are the numbers.
She giving the numbers
black
for people that
with
voted for
college
Trump.
Degrees, 78% of black men with college degrees voted for Hillary Clinton. Hillary R. Clinton. 78%. Larry, I'm not good at math. Is that like the vast majority of black men with college degrees?
Overwhelming and vast majority.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Black men with no college degrees. 82% of black men without college degrees voted for Hillary Rodham Clinton. 11% voted for Trump. 16% of black men with college degrees, which I think is interesting. Because, that's a whole other conversation that we should have at some point too, but they're different conversations. You know, it's not all, and we doing this lumping in like all black men. No, matter of fact, 78% with degrees voted for Hillary, 82% without degrees voted for Hillary. Now, in juxtaposition of black women, 91% of black women with college degrees, 6% of those same black women voted for Trump. So let's just, I don't know who y'all are, and I want to shame you. 866-801-8255, a black woman with a college degree, 6% of you voted for Donald Trump. But yes, it's your right. It's your right. We are free people. We're free to do dumb things. All right. Black women without college degrees, Larry Daniel favors 95%. Like just about every black woman without a college. Okay, so then the notion is black women are going to save us but black men, if I'm doing an average, more than 80%, 81%, now I just did my math in my head really quick, collectively, no degree, with degrees, voted for Hillary. That is not 53% of white women voted for Trump.
So, the issue that we're having, because this now, part of the issue is that white America put Trump in office. But white America is finding a way to blame us through their surrogates. Black men, we got Donald Trump because of y'all. When the fact is, we got Donald Trump because 53%. This means not all white women, but 53% of, let's say, 53 out of every 100 white voting women that you see voted for Donald Trump. 53. That means 5 out of 3. There's no 0.3 of a person. You know what I'm saying? So let's say 5 out of 10 out of every 10 white women you see, 5 of them voted for Donald Trump. But yet, you get the blame. Blame black men. You have to see the mind games, and we have to go over the mind games, and we have to talk about the mind games, because we cannot allow these mind games to keep on fucking us up, because it's been mind. At first, it was actual physical force that got stuff away from us. Now it's mind games, and we got to stop the mind games. We got to have a discussion so we can look at it and we can start crushing the mind games, because we cannot allow people to be running this on us anymore. So now we got black men and black women on Twitter or Russian bots, I don't know, going at each other about blame black men. America got the president that America deserved. You had fantasies that he could save America and make it great again. And you can't even tell nobody if they say, can you please tell me what period of American history you're talking about when you say make America great again? Most people have no idea when this period of time was. Even the black folks that's running around with the hats. and the shirts, making America great. Please, can you identify the period when it was great? Please, so we can, because I, as an American, want to be able to feel what you feel and understand what you feel. Right? Because they don't want to have that conversation because they know for my people, it was never great. But we had some good times. Yeah, we had some good times. But far as it's really being great for us, it hasn't really been a great ride. And nobody want to have that conversation. But yet and still, they'll turn around and they will have discussions in their little private groups with their surrogates that are supposedly part of our community about how black men let America down by not going out and voting for Hillary Clinton, rather than having at those holiday dinners those difficult conversations with some of those people at their very own tables about the situation that we in right now. We are being led by a great pumpkin. And I keep telling y'all, Linus was right. Nobody want to listen to me. Linus was right. Those that are old enough to remember the Charlie Brown show, Linus was right. The great pumpkin has come and he has conquered. Now he's in the White House. Let's go and let her finish a little bit and we're going to keep it moving.
That's not that. 52, 53%, some polls. That's not the same thing. Overwhelmingly, black people, we work together. We move together, even when we argue, fuss, and fight, disagree about spades, whether you can leave them or not, whether you should put mustard in your potato salad, whether or not, like, we will fight over the most mundane, stupid things, but when it's time for power, we do it, and we've done it because, as Laree says, and I know she borrowed it from somebody, what Africans have done, Africans will do and can do.
Marcus Garvey. That was Marcus Garvey, baby. That was Marcus Garvey. What man has done, man can do. All right, but hold on. Now I want to go to the end because this whole discussion is around hold on. User is always to blame. We should be used to this by now. And and the issue, I'm not having a discussion because to talk about whether or not I'm used to it or not. The issue that I'm bringing up is that we shouldn't have to be dealing with this shit no more, I believe. Right? We are used to it. And as I call it, the DAC game, divide and conquer game. Because it becomes what we're expanding our movements into, and what they did, once again, like they did in the past, they're doing it right now. So boom, black folks, we're moving all together. We see eye to eye. We see what's going on. Then we interweave this gender shit into it, as if gender is a causal issue in what black people are experiencing in America. And it's not. The causal effect is who we are as a group. Not who we are as a sexual being, as a biological being. It's race. So yes, I agree. We should be used to it by now. But is this something that we should have to get used to? And is this something that we have to accept? Especially when we have individuals like myself that's able to set up a little studio in his basement and sit up here and blast on these airwaves every goddamn day. I don't think it's something that we have to even deal with anymore. But I want to get to the end because Ms. Laree brings up a very powerful point, and I think it was around 14 minutes. Oh, by the way, for those that don't know, this is Karen Hunter. She has a show. As you can see, it's on Sirius XM, and she also has a YouTube channel. So go and check out her stuff. She has excellent interviews. Excellent interviews.
This kind of space where you pit black men against black women. And for what, though? Oh, because it profits you. You, personally, you get to sell books and videos and your YouTube is blowing up. But does it free us? And if the answer is no, and that should be your litmus test for watching. If you're following someone who is perpetuating a narrative, even if you believe the narrative, because here's the thing, there's a shred, this space, it is viable, which
that
is why
wasn't
I think,
it, but
Trump
she got
has
a good
such
point.
a following, because there are kernels of truth. Right? And if you have the opportunity to do
training, which is
all right, here we go. All right.
Narratives going on, and I see it, and I'm like, this unchecked is not good, and who does it service?
Yeah.
So once again, it's getting into who does these arguments and all this stuff. This is one of the reasons I'm talking about building our own media platform. We can have our discussions, we can have our disagreements in private, and then, be able to, at least have some of us come over to some of these places with some sense and either check or, because like for me, I would have never seen this if I don't listen to other people, because it's certain discussions I don't get into. It's certain discussions that I don't even allow around or on my feed, because my feed is my feed, right? But here we go. Miss LaReed, where she at? She coming.
Us.
And I think we also have to remember that, and this is, I remind us of this, because when you don't have something, you don't know what you're missing. Like if you've never eaten cookies before, you don't know that they exist. You don't know that and so as a people, there are certain things that we no longer have that were forcibly taken from us that would have been able to nip things like this in the bud, right? So when we talk about rites of passage programs or rites of passage.
What'd she say? Did she call my name? I'm just wondering. Did she just call my name? Did she say the rites of passage or the rites de passage? Did she say? Hold on. She talking about culture builder now. Everybody listen up. Listen up. Go ahead.
And if you think back to Roots, either the old version or the new version, you see that Kunta, he doesn't just get to be a man. Right. In fact, if he doesn't go through his rite of passage training, which is an extensive mind, body, spirit process. It is not just how much can you bench. It's not how fast can you run. It's the definition of manhood is to be a protector. And how do you demonstrate that? You do these exercises.
Wait, what is Gye-Nyame? What we've been talking about for years? Talk about the 5 parts of being. Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. Talk about rights. Putting individuals through tests. Putting them through training, then putting them through tests and taking them through ranks. Is that not right? That's what we've been talking about here for a very long time. Now, this sister was able to loop this in to the overall conversation about this hashtag blame black men. Now, because this what she's talking about is a system where individuals who do not go through the system are not, in a sense, certified as adults. And I know that'll be uncomfortable for a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all like, I'm grown, ain't nobody other. But in our culture, when we really look down, when we really look at it, right, there was a certain way in which you became a man that was shared by generation after generation after generation. And if you did not go through in that way, you could not claim the mantle of manhood. Manhood was an honorable mantle. It wasn't some shit that you aged into. It was some shit that you earned from your people, from other men in the village. A lot of this shit, because what we're seeing is we're seeing a lack of discipline being practiced on these social media networks, because people have not been held accountable. They are not held accountable. There is no black backlash from us for people doing shit like this. Hashtag blame black men. What's the backlash? I might even get a book deal. because our enemy is able to award those who hinder our growth and hinder our progress. We have to start developing the mechanism so that we can reward those that move us forward. This is why y'all keep on hearing me throwing out the books and throwing out the e-courses and stuff. We're trying to, at Gye-Nyame, we're trying to get an economic foundation where at least some of the young people that's coming through here will never have to go out and seek a job. They will work for us. And we all need to be doing that. We need to be doing that in our families. Because we'll never really ever be able to experience freedom as long as we have to go and clock in for somebody else. And it's deeper than just the whole entrepreneurial shit, man. It's deeper than that. A people can't be free if they can't control their time and their space in some form or fashion. Someone had to always work. But it was always for us. Now we got to work for others, and we got to make other people's dreams come true. Why? Because we don't know any better. Because we've been stripped of who we are. So we are trying, so it's almost as if we are, in a sense, once again, going back to the zombie, we are zombies that are being pushed. We are domesticated beasts, a burden that are being pushed and guided to help other people build. And that shit is so uncomfortable. But go ahead, sis. I'm going to let her go and I'm done.
You go. I mean, it was days and weeks. It's a process that you had to go through to ensure that your transition from boyhood to manhood was not just healthy and holistic, but was going to produce men who were going to be able to bear the standard that the community determined as it pertains to what makes a man, right? So if the community says you need A, B, and C in order to be a man, it don't matter if you are born with a penis. It doesn't matter if you are physically in that body. What matters is, can you accomplish A, B, and C? Because that for us is manhood. There's actually a really phenomenal set of books written by Malidoma Somé, and he talked about the fact that he was a young boy who was taken. His father was in the line of chiefs, I believe a part of the Dogara community, and he's taken early on in his childhood to the missionaries, right? The missionaries come, they've colonized Australia, he's taken early on to the missionaries, and he misses out on his manhood training. So he escapes from the missionary compound, he comes back home, but the adults can't even talk to him, Karen. They can't interact with him. They can't even do him because he is still a child, 20-some years old, but he is still a child.
So now, for those that don't know, the book is called A Water and Spirit by Malidoma Somé, where he talks about how he had to go through his people's rites of passage in order to be counted as an adult. It didn't matter that physically he had grown into adulthood. He had not went through the cultural crockpot, let's say, the cultural crockpot of creating a man. And because he did not go to the cultural crockpot, he could not be accepted in that community, in that village, in that group of people as a man. Because manhood and womanhood, but I'm speaking about manhood right now, manhood is a sacred thing. It's a sacred thing. There's a special relationship that men have with death. Men are bringers of death. Women are bringers of life. This is why, and just in understanding that, you'll see and be able to understand how certain men move and why they move in the way that they move. Right? Once again, men are bringers of death. Women are bringers of life. A bringer of death protects those things that bring life. Many of us, because we have not truly experienced or even thought about rights and thought about the importance of rights outside of grants and outside of society, I guess. I can't even say outside of society. A lot of people who talk about rites of passage only talk about rites of passage from the standpoint of a program. They don't talk about the true importance of of a right, of bringing an individual from one level to another level, and the changes that happens when you take individuals through rights, and having the society or having the community be in control of those changes, so that the type of man that is needed, because what the rites of passage brought through and brought people to an understanding of is that you have to be useful to the society. So if you have to bring death, you can. If you need to protect life, you can. It's your responsibility. But no, a lot of us, we think it's about being able to get funding. Rites of passage is so much deeper than that. And when you just look at it like that, you're working for the enemy.
He has to go back and be initiated with the next crop of boys before he can sit at the adult table. And I don't mean sit at the big table at Thanksgiving. I mean, can you help the community make decisions? Can you help the community to determine what is next, what is in their best interest? You can't even be a part of that conversation because your mind, body, and spirit are still that of a child. Your chronological age means nothing. This was not just true for men. This was also true for women. And so and every healthy community has something like this. In America, we call it adolescence, right? And in adolescence, you're supposed to be trained from adulthood or from childhood into adulthood. It doesn't really work so well with Americans, but whatever. That's a whole other story. But the reality is we no longer have, or very few of us have, access to the types of long-term planning programs that are going to be able to produce that type of outcome. We need that.
We do. We need it.
If we have a problem, I just want to say this in relation to what we're...
All right, I just wanted to share that. But once again, the lines are open, 614. All right, I have to get back after I get done. I'll call her in a second. So once again, that's the Kane Hunter Show. Larry is on there pretty often. Very good show. All right. Actually, today she got a conversation with Brother Greg Carr. And, all right, here we go. Daycare in Finland built a forest floor and changed children's immune system. Now, I want y'all to check this out. Listen to this real quick. And I already said I'm going to get out of here. Y'all be knowing I'll be lying sometimes. I get excited about some of this stuff, right? So, all right. A daycare in Finland built a forest floor, and it changed children's immune systems. Now, this is from Science Alert. Playing through the greenery and litter of a mini forest undergrowth for just 1 month may be enough to change a child's immune system, according to a small new experiment. When daycare workers in Finland rolled out a long, planted forest undergrowth, such as a dwarf, heather, and blueberries, and allowed children to care for the crops in a planter box, the diversity of microbes in the guts and on the skin of the young kids appear healthier in a very short space of time. Compared to other city kids who play in standard urban daycares with yards of pavement, tile, and gravel, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds at these greened up daycare centers in Finland showed increased T cells and other important immune markers in their blood within 28 days. We also found that the intestinal microbiome, the microbiome, I guess that's the plural, but we talk about that often here on Gye-Nyame Journey. The microbiota of children who received greenery were similar to the intestinal microbiota of children visiting the forest every day. says environmental scientist Marge Rosalind from the University of Helsinki. Prior research has shown early exposure to green space is somehow linked to well-functioning immune systems, but it's still not clear whether that relationship is causal or not. The experiment in Finland is the first to explicitly manipulate a child's urban environment and then test for children in their microbiome and in turn a child's immune system. While the findings don't hold all the answers, they do support a leading idea, namely that a change in environmental microbes can relatively easily affect the well-established microbiome in children, giving their immune system a helping hand in the process. The notion that an environment rich in living things impacts on our immunity is known as the biodiversity hypothesis. Based on the hypothesis, a loss of biodiversity in urban areas could be at least partially responsible for the recent rise in immune-related illnesses. So us isolating ourselves from nature could be, and I ain't saying it is, could be a major factor in when they talk about these immune-related disease. Immune-related disease, these are a lot of diseases that I started popping up around me, and why I started doing the ambrosia. Autoimmune, that's what they're talking about, those immune system diseases that where your immune system start attacking itself, it don't recognize itself, so it start attacking itself. Right? That's what we talking about here, family. It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gonna finish reading the article. I'm not gonna bore y'all. I done held y'all up long enough. Let's go on and get back. Let's see if there's anything else I missed. Indiana high school student was listed as black guy in yearbook caption. Oh, I ain't put that one up. Somebody, thank you. Somebody put that up. Let's see what they talking about here. Let's see. Indiana, not that far from here. High school student listed as black guy in yearbook caption. Brown County School Superintendent Laura Hammock said the yearbook has a truly incomprehensible statement included in it. So, you know, we know the shit that's going on around us. An investigation is underway at an Indiana high school after a photo caption in the school's 2020 yearbook listed a student on the boys' basketball team as black guy instead of by his name. Well, that investigation is quick and easy. I'm sitting here in Columbus, and I can tell you, go to the person that took the picture and find out which one of the guys, which one of the people was taking the names. There you have it. Or better yet, rather than going through that, you go to the people who put the school book together, yearbook together, and you sever that contract. Very simple. All right, on to the next one. If you're really concerned. It don't take an investigation. It happened. It's in the yearbook. It's in the yearbook that was produced by a certain company. Okay, deal with that company. If that company can't give you answers and reprint the books and solve the problem, eliminate the company. Or unless they're too big to fail. I'm sorry. As the price of energy drops, so should the price of everything else. Family, solar energy to biomass, countries where renewable energies have overtaken fossil fuels. From solar energy to biomass, countries where renewable energy has overtaken fossil fuels. Now, we're not totally at the point right now where renewable energies are doing that here in America, but eventually, as we start seeing this increase, one of the things that you should notice, and let me tell you before, you know, like I might disappear or something, but the price of energy is in the cost of everything. The lower the price of energy, the lower everything you should pay for should be. Always remember that. Always remember that. Human existence has been a struggle to find energy. Oh, but how, Tim? I thought it was to find food and survive. What is food? Well, what about staying warm? What do you use to stay warm? Right? Energy. Your whole existence is around energy. So when we get to a point where we could produce energy at an infinite level, right now I'm understanding that in America we use 9 times more energy than everybody else on the planet. 9 times. The goal for the world to get better, we have to be able to produce probably 10 times more energy than we're producing right now to bring everybody up to where America is right now. Getting water requires energy. Starting a business everything requires energy. So when we knock out the energy problem, which is a problem that is solvable, and that we can get some of the minds of our best and brightest working on, fam. So I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, because, but there's a lot of conspiracies behind all that stuff too. Breath, the new science of a lost art. Once again, I always stress the importance of breathing. As a matter of fact, we start our daily toaster song with breathe. It's called Drink Your Water, but the first thing we do is take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Breath is everything. Hell, breath helps you with energy. Tesla solar roof become a stealthy killer, and no one is standing in his way. Like I said, how many of us could get together and install this type of roof? Need roofers, carpenters, electricians, and engineers. All these exist in our collective. In a minute, many houses are going to start getting these solar roofs. And the only thing I'm asking is, are we ready to move on the opportunity to get out there and start doing this type of thing? Right? Because some of us do need jobs. Right? And the sun is throwing out a infinite, if I say it right, an unlimited amount of energy every day. Every day. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be missing out on it. I don't remember what I posted here. All right, cool. So, family, I'm about to get out, and I need to cut up some videos. I got to go on. I got to figure out. I got to get my car to the shop on Umoja because it don't sound right. I'm just sitting up here like, good grief. Something broke. But anyway, fam, I want to thank y'all for your time. I want to thank you for your patience. Let's keep going. All right. I'm out.
I'm a genius.
Man, I love this commercial.
My ancestors were geniuses.
I love this commercial.
My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.